You don't need to look like a bodybuilder to get attention from women. You don't need to look like this massive steroid head bodybuilder with loads of tattoos to get attraction from girls. Like a lot of people think. A lot of people think you need to look like Chris Bumstead. You need to look in insane condition like Mike Thurston or whoever on there, like, or in really, really good condition to get attraction from women. When in reality, the body game and you getting attraction off of your body, you don't need to look really anywhere near that. You don't need to look anywhere near as good as that. And I'm a prime example of that. I've built a decent physique and I am in a good position in regards to attraction wise and getting attraction from girls. It's very easy now and people around me can attest to that. It's very easy for me and I'm in better shape than most people. But when we compare me to a bodybuilder, when we compare me to someone online who looks insane, there's not a comparison. Like, their physiques are on different levels, and this is not me being a victim or asking for compliments. This is just the reality of this stuff. But a lot of guys think they need to look like that in order to get any attraction, and because of that, they won't be confident in themselves because they'll be self-conscious because they didn't look like this certain guy. They didn't look like this certain guy in this physique, and they will feel a bit self-conscious and a bit down on themselves because of that. Therefore, they won't be performing to their best of ability. For example, let's say they see an attractive girl, they think subconsciously in their head that there's a guy who is in better shape than them. So they won't go up and speak to him because he's thinking he has to look like that to go up to him. And I used to have that mindset. Years ago, I used to have that mindset where I wasn't in the shape that I wanted to be. Therefore, I would have opportunities in a sense. Let's say, for example, a girl will be looking at me over there and I wouldn't go over, or I wouldn't even try to interact at all. Maybe even smiling at her and saying if she smiles back, even if she's into me, I wouldn't try because I wasn't in the shape that I thought I needed to be in order to get her, if that makes sense. I wasn't comfortable enough in my body. And I feel like in this modern day, especially with social media, our whole mindset on what a good physique is, or a good natural physique is screwed. It's absolutely skewed and screwed up in the sense because we all look at these people online and we see them every day. If you scroll on Instagram, you're seeing people in amazing shape, getting like 10s, 15, 50,000 likes on their videos and on their posts. And even online, you see like people who are at the top of the industry. They're on steroids, aren't they? They're not natural. And you forget that it's very uncommon to look like that. And to be honest, it's not healthy to look like that. And when you build a physique that's healthy, that looks good, that isn't over the top like some of these guys are, over the top, and you build a physique that is actually attractive, you will be very grateful and happy for yourself, and this will make it very easy. I'll give you a prime example. This week, I've had 3 different times with women. 3 different easy occasions, one making it obvious, another one that was extremely obvious, and another girl that I got with this week. Without me trying. Actually, that's not this week, that's in the past 3-4 days. That's without me trying that hard, just going out and doing whatever, and just me being in places and just getting on with my life. I'm not in unbelievable shape. I'm not on a different level to these guys. I'm not like near that level of bodybuilder, like it's like steroid level, but I still get that attraction. And a lot of guys think you need to look like that, and that's just a prime example of that. You just need to be in a leanness that is good, have a good amount of leanness, have a bit of ab definition, and also build a bit of muscle. Build a bit of muscle, and especially focus on your shoulders. That's what I've made the biggest difference on. That's what I found makes the biggest difference is when you focus on your shoulders, especially on like lateral raises and the mid delts. You look a little bit more bigger, stronger. Of course, focus on like heavy shoulder press as well and like your chest. Of course, don't neglect areas, but that will give you a more V-taper shape. That will give you a more V-taper shape, which is better in a sense and does attract women. And this is what I found. I've started really focusing on like a V-taper physique at the moment. And it's working well. It's working well. I've focused on getting a bit leaner. Like I've lost about 5 pounds. I'm down to 185 now again. And I feel very confident and grateful in myself. And my physique is good. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying it isn't good. I'm not saying like I may have okay genetics, like decent genetics. Obviously not as good as some people on here, but on a real level, I stand out a mile from these other people as well. But I'm nowhere near this level of a steroid head, you know what I mean, you see it online. And I just don't want you lot thinking like you need to be like 8% body fat or just full of muscle, like 10% body fat in order to attract women. It's just not like that, man. It's not like that. You just need this confidence about you, especially the confidence thing. That's all that matters more so over as well. But if you're in shape with confidence, it's very easy. Very easy. And by in shape, I mean about 14% body fat and under. 14% of body fat and under. You don't need to hit 10% if you don't want to. It might be a good challenge. If you hit 10%, that's amazing, but you don't have to. And 14% and under, with a bit of muscle, just not skinny, of course, with a bit of muscle, you will start getting attraction. And obviously, it's how you dress as well. You will wear clothes that fit you well. You will start getting attraction. And that's going to be the real message, man. You don't need to look like a bodybuilder. Stop looking at these guys online and thinking, like, you have to look like that. Because it fucks up your own self-image of yourself. And it ruins you on a real level. It really does. It ruins how you view yourself. It ruins how you see yourself. Because these people's genetics are unbelievable. Every time I went on Instagram, I just see loads of different people in unbelievable shape on like the Explore page or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? When in reality, how many people do I know who look like that? I may have seen like 2 or 3 in my whole life who look like that. I haven't seen many. And them not are on steroids as well. The ones who I've seen. Like, even in a normal gym, in a sense, you don't see that many people who are like out of this world. Like in my gym, you don't see too many people who are out of this world, like on massive steroids. Maybe because I think it's like a proper like bodybuilding gym or something. But on a real level, you just don't need all this extra steroids, all this extra stuff, all this like literal stuff that they do to get attention. And just understand that not everyone looks like a bodybuilder. And even naturally, you're probably not going to look as good as some of these guys. Like even the natural lifters who you see online who say they are natural, which most of them aren't. You're not going to really look like them. But you can build an amazing physique where you get attraction in comparison to the average person. Because let's think about the average person. The average person usually just drinks quite a bit, eats takeaways and all that. So they're naturally like quite skinny with a fat belly. Or some of them might have a build, let's say they're in a trade, they might have a bit of a build, like a decent build. But most times fat, and most times fat, and most times like chubby. So you're going to be in an advantage in them if you got probably the same amount of muscle, or near enough the same amount of muscle, and you're lean. It's easy advantage. Plus, let's say you take care of yourself, you dress decent, let's say you literally make sure you moisturize and all that stuff for your face, exfoliate, all that stuff, you know, and you smell good and all this, you'll be in a good position. Alongside with confidence, that's the main thing. Confidence, if you just go out to them and talk to them when you're in shape, you got a good chance. And they're a lot of times really receptive of you when you're in shape. And that's going to be the true message in this video. You don't have to look like this bodybuilder, these steroid heads online to get any attraction from women. You don't. You just need to have a bit of muscle and be ripped, because then you'll be in an amazing position. You don't even have to be ripped. Let's say 14% body fat, where you can see a bit of ab definition. You'll be in an amazing position then, and you get a lot of traction then. That's going to be a true message in this video. Hope you lot got a lot of value. If you want me to coach you into building your dream physique, shoot me an email at reallouis23@gmail.com and message me physique. And that's going to be a true message in this video. Hope you lot got a lot of value. Thank you.